So this is Davis Pickleball with Pickleball Central, and in this video of our mini series, we're going to go over some strategy about how to play pickleball, how to work more effectively with your doubles partner and come to the net when we want to, how to win more points and more matches with a couple different strategies that we're going to show you in this quick little video. Let's get right to it. All right, so why do we even want to come up to the net in pickleball? Everything gets easier when we do. So right now we're hitting shots from further away. But when we come up to the net, we have the ability to hit down on the ball. If I want to hit my opponent's feet, they just become a lot more in view now that I'm at the net. So if he leaves it high, I can smack it into his feet. If I was back when he hit that ball would have bounced and I would have had to do this. That's not very offensive. I'm not winning right now. Look, I'm trying to gain space by the net. But the biggest thing is, when do we come up to the net? When we want to come up to the net or come up to the kitchen line is when we don't think our opponent's going to hurt us with the ball. And the one thing that we know they can't hurt us through is the good old net. So if I see that my ball is going to dip below the net, I'm going to scoot up. It's almost like a game of red light, green light. If I see that the ball is going to dip below, I'm going to scoot up. That one stays a little high, I'm going to stay. A little high, I'm going to stay. That one's low, and I'm here. And now if he leaves the ball high, I can smack him. If I was back, I wasn't going to be able to be offensive. So we come up here so we can be more offensive, we can end those points. So even if we're uncomfortable right now being here, it is going to help us. And an added benefit, even if I kind of mishit the ball, it might go over now. I don't know how I would demonstrate that.
Awesome, so Dustin just talked about when you're at the baseline, when and how you want to come up to the net and make your way to the kitchen line. Well, what's the strategy if you're already at the kitchen line and our opponent's trying to make their way up to the net? Well, we're just trying to keep our opponent back. So my goal right now is to keep Dustin back. In a game, he would want to come up to the net, and he's trying to get a good drop so he can come up to the net, but I'm just trying to hit the ball deep and at his feet. Because right now, I'm already at an advantage. It's harder for Dustin, just like he just said, to win the point on me when I'm already at the net. So I want to keep my advantage. Going along with that, another thing I have to recognize is if he hits a good drop, I have to respect that drop. I can't keep trying to hit it back to him or else he's going to be up at the kitchen line ready. So I'm reading the ball. So if Dustin hits a good drop and he comes up and I try to keep him back, he's going to hit down on it and win the point. So as the person at the kitchen line, you want to keep your opponent's back, but also read their ball and only attack the balls that are high enough.
All right, so remember how we said that we only want to come up to the net or come up to the kitchen when we don't think our opponent can hurt us, which again is when the ball's going to dip below the net. If we get a little bit too excited, if we get a little too aggressive and we start to come in on a ball that's a little bit high, I don't want to be here anymore. Had he done that same thing and I was back here, I'd be okay. I'd hit the same shot and I would come up on another one. But if I happen to rush up on a ball that was too high, then I'm a sitting duck. Because remember the point, if the overall strategy of this game is to hit it at your opponent's feet, hit it at your opponent's feet, and then when you can, smack it through those feet. So why would I want to put my feet into a bad situation by opening them up to get rolled at? So don't get too aggressive coming up here. Wait for your shot, wait for the ball to dip below the net, and then take a step or two. If you have time to take more, do it, but take a step or two, get a little bit closer, and then play the point out from here. You're here, you earned it, let's use it. All right, so in summary, in our strategy video, we want to take real estate, we want to get up to the kitchen so that we're offensive only when we don't think our opponent's going to hurt us. So like we talked about, we don't want to attack the net when our opponent's going to be able to expose our feet. So if we leave it high, stay put and get comfortable with level 1 of the drill that we showed. But if that ball has a trajectory where it's going to dip below the net before your opponents get to it, start to get your butt up here and start to try to hit down on the ball when you can. That's how you work together effectively as a doubles team, and that's how we win more matches. So please smash the like and subscribe button below, and we'll catch you in the next video.